Hi guys, it's Vin from Forex Trading here. We're going to have a look at the Euro Great British Pound and its correction right here, because it's been quite complex. We don't know really what's been going on. I've posted some analysis on it on the website here on the 13th of May. It's worked out pretty well. You can read this for yourself. Just go to forextrading.co.uk and when we were, I think, let me have a look. Yeah, so when we were here, I actually then said to look for buys up into this zone and sell down. So it has come up. So a buy would have been good. I actually managed to get in down here somewhere, and hold it all the way up, which is a decent trade. But now I was gonna look for sells, but I'm just gonna go through labeling the entire correction again, just to make sure, be safe, because I've just got lucky there. But yeah, let's do that together so you guys can watch how I label. This is I've actually opened up a fresh chart, so we're gonna go from there. I'm gonna probably start labeling from here, so I can then just make sure the impulse ends here, because it could be truncated, but we'll have to see. Just got to make sure. But I did have this as 3, 4, 5 up with like a fifth extension kind of thing. But the correction I'm gonna relabel now. So I'm gonna base it. I think I'm gonna do it on the 4-hour chart, the impulse into here first of all, and then I'm going to have a look at the correction on the daily chart and then zoom into the 4-hour if I need to. This is probably going to be quite a long video, but this is if you're new to Elliott wave trading or basic structure, trend lines, channels in general, then this is probably a good video to watch. I'm doing this live, so I haven't actually got like another chart that I've practiced on or remembered or memorized before this, so I might make mistakes. Let me know if you spot any. I'll be happy to change them and post them to the website, but I'm basically gonna try to start labeling it now. It's gonna be a lot of trial and error as I try to work things out. But instantly, I'm gonna do some teaching in this as well. When there's an impulse like this, it's not always great when it can kind of fit in the channel, because if I draw this out, this all fits in a channel. Quite a parallel channel, kind of. There's a bit of an overshoot there, but in most proper impulses, this doesn't really happen. Like this one here, it doesn't. It goes under here, then it goes over again with a big wave. Same with the top. If I connect these highs, this big wave completely overshoots it. So when something like this happens, you do want to keep in mind it's probably either a correction, or it's an expanding or contracting diagonal. In this case it looks kind of like an expanding diagonal, but we'll have to count the waves to be sure. So there's definitely 5 up here, and then this is a correction down into here, some kind of flat probably, or actually, but it's an ABC correction to here. I don't want to go lower than the 4-hour really, because I know that's a correction, that's clearly not an impulse down, but I may have to do it later on. So I can count this as hold on, let me go into smaller. So I can count this as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, possibly, or I could count this as, it could be a small wave 2 in there, but I kind of want to keep some proportionality in this as well. 1, 2. I can't say that as 3 and I can't say that's 4 because then wave 1 and 4 will overlap. So I'm going to do this for now. Change this to and then here 1, 2. So I'm gonna count this as, so blue's going to be I normally like using degrees like this, sorry, like this, but I'm starting to use colours now so I don't have to keep changing it, and the chart just looks nicer and cleaner overall. But this does work. Wave 3 is the longest, waves 1 and 4 don't overlap. I can prove that. Wave 3 is longer than wave 1, and wave 3 is also longer than wave 5, so that works. Wave 3 doesn't have to be the longest, but it can't be the shortest, but it's normally the longest, and in this case it is. So third wave is expanded, or extended, sorry, here in this leading expanding diagonal, and then wave 5 I think terminates here. I'll have to count this up. So let's see where wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so wave 4 starts here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's correct. I'll label this in green. Okay. Sorry, I don't have the paid version of TradingView, so there must be some ads. So that's basically the start of the wave. There's a really small wave 2, which sometimes happens. So 1, 2. Let me just put these there for later. Change this to purple. So that's where wave 1 begins here. Look at that, it might be truncated actually. It is possible, because I don't like counting this as something like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and then saying this is 2 and then 3, 4, 5 or anything like that, because of what I said, impulses shouldn't really fit into neat channels like this. They should go straight up or near enough up and break these channel lines. Otherwise it's normally a leading or ending a diagonal of some kind. So if we count this as 3, 4's down into here. I don't want to drop any lower of a time frame, but this would then be 5. So for that last segment, if I change this, I'll have to do a lot of fiddling around with these tools. If I go to the daily time frame now, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into here, and I think this is where the correction now starts. The correction starts here and so far here. It could, if we look at if we're saying this is all an impulse, then corrections usually last longer than impulses. So I don't know how to use I know there's some kind of tool in here. Maybe. Okay, yeah. So let's make this a bit thicker so you can see. So this is this first to second blue line is all the impulse. So corrections usually, like I said, usually last longer than an impulse. So it could continue from here, as some people think. However, I don't like the idea that this is just such a small correction, especially if you look on a time frame like the weekly. We would usually look for it to come a little bit longer and then go up. However, of course it could just continue now. But that's something to bear in mind if you are looking to trade this. I'm going to go to the daily time frame actually. Let's go to 4 hour. Okay, so now we're going to go to the top of the truncated wave 5 here, and we're going to start counting. Okay. So this does look quite complex, to be honest, but I'm going to have to work through it. So this looks like a kind of an impulse wave to me, and then this could be a flat. If this is an impulse, this could be a flat here. That doesn't meet that high, which isn't that great, so it might not be a flat. If I'm saying it's a triangle, then triangles aren't ever really wave Bs, because they're 5 waves. So we can kind of rule that out. So it probably is going to be a flat or truncated zigzag. Would have to go down to a lower time frame to be sure. But for now I think I'm going to say that's a flat. It wouldn't really matter because it is still just an A, B, C correction. Oh, sorry. I meant A, B, C like this. Because it's clearly not an impulse, so we can rule that out. So then, if we count the waves down, we can say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Alright, so if I'm saying this is 5 down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into here. I'm just gonna make sure this is, yeah, okay. And that, nope. Okay. So if we're saying 5 down into here, then this looks like it's overall A, B, C. So this is a regular zigzag. I'm just going to make that like that so it's a little bit easier to see. So this move like this is a zigzag. Now let's see where we go from there. So then this looks like 3 waves to me. Could be 5, but it looks like 3. So I'm going to label that ABC. Let me change the color and degree. Then this also looks like 3 into here. So let's label that ABC. Now this could be 1, 2. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, yeah, I like that. I'm thinking this is something like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as a ending diagonal. Like this. That does look pretty good. So that's how I'm going to label it for now. And that on a higher degree, let's see, ABC. That's perfect. Let's check just see how the Fibonacci ratios work with that. Not too well actually. Yeah, so this can be counted as a flat actually, because if we're starting from this C here, this is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So we can call that first 3A, second 3B, and then this is some kind of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, making it a flat, because a flat is 3, 3, 5. Let me just make these visible on the daily. So let's just quickly have a look on the daily time frame and see how this is starting to look now. Just line these up. Alright, let's have a look on the daily time frame. Okay, so far all we have is 3 down and 3 back up. That's all we have. So now let's just go back to the 4 hour to continue. Okay, so this to me clearly looks like some kind of strong move, possibly impulse down. So if we do count as impulse, this would be 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, making that wave 3. ABC up 4, and I'll just put 5 over here. We'll see where we can put that next. Let me make sure this is not visible on the daily. Yep. Alright. And then I'll count the waves, label the waves in between here as well. So as I said 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we'll make this let's make it smaller. Let's use orange. And then in here, this also looks like a flat, but it is some kind of ABC correction. So let's just label it as that. Make this orange as well. Subneat. Okay. Yeah. Alright. So where does wave 5 go? Probably here, but let's see. This also does look like some kind of ending pattern. Let me just draw this out first of all. And now let's count the waves. So this could be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, yeah, I like that. Let me label it. So I'm saying this is 1, 2 into here, 3, I have to label that maybe, and like this I think. Let me change this back to, oh yeah, orange. Okay, that's it, I'll do. Um, so, if we're counting this as 5 down, this looks like some kind of, I don't know, let's see. Let's just keep counting and then we'll match everything up later. Now, this is clearly 3 up. It could be 5, but this is looking like 3 waves to me. Change back to green here. Okay. Now, I'm just gonna quickly to the daily. Alright. So we've now had 3 up, 3 down, 3 up, and then 5 down, making that it can't really be a flat yet. We'll have to see. I might be adjusting my counts during this as well to if anything changes, but I'm just going to continue for now. Let's start counting on the daily time frame from here. So it can't be 5. No, this can't really be 5. So I'm going to call this 3. B, C, that makes more sense. 3 into here. And then this looks like 3 down into here. Change this back to green. The way I usually label charts is just by counting the waves and then just joining them all up at the end, and kind of like how I did at the start. That's how I'll be doing it near the end. But then this looks like a this looks like 3 up here. It looks pretty impulsive down, to be honest. 1, 2. No. This could be 5. But I'm just going to call this 3 for now. 3, that would mean... Actually, no, I think that is 5. Let me have a look at the 4 hour. Okay. Yeah, that looks like 5. Yeah, I'm going to call that 5. So, if that's 5, then that can be called A, B, C, like that. Now, I'm pretty sure that's 5. Looks like the 5th wave is probably extended here. Then from here, now I'm going to go to 4 hour because it looks quite messy. Yeah, it does look quite messy. So, let me just count this actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think the way I had it is okay. Yeah. Okay, so from here, actually, yeah, no, that's okay. Let's have a look. One, two, three, four, five. This looks quite complex. 1, 2, 3. No. What? Yeah, that looks quite hard. So let's just count it individually. So okay, so to me this looks like a flat. This could be a flat like this, unless this could also be a zigzag into here, which is I think is actually probably the case. So if that's a zigzag, this would then be an X wave to do one more zigzag, and the corrective wave here, wave A, corrective, wave C. So this looks like a triple zigzag down. So I'm going to label that with this, I guess. Wait, sorry. Goes A. Wait, sorry. C, X, C, X, Z. And that would make. I'm going to change this color to blue. And make sure it's visible on the daily. Alright. So yeah, that looks like a triple zigzag into here. This looks like I'm pretty certain this is a 3-wave move to here. You can also check Fibonacci ratios. Look at that. Perfect. Well, near perfect. 1.618. So that's definitely a C wave, ABC wave. Now, this looks like it could be a zigzag down. Ooh. That would be very interesting. Okay, let's have a look. So we're calling this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pretty simple. Make sure the waves are okay. So wave 1 is shorter than wave 3 actually. Doesn't look like it, but it is. Wave 3 is the longest. This, yeah, it looks like quite a, they're pretty equal, the waves, but wave 3 is the shortest. Let's have a look here. This could be a triangle, but it is wave B, so I don't think it is. So I think this is 3 here, this kind of thing. Then this could be, this is 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Ooh. Oh, that works out really nice. I think this looks like it might truncate or something though. I don't know, let's have a look. So that would then mean the correction actually ended here, making this down here 1, 3 waves up. I think 3 might end either here it could be something like this with then so 2, 3, 4, 5, 1 up for wave 2 on the bigger time frame, 3 for... I don't think that is a wave 5 there, I think that is part of the correction. Might be a small wave 5 in this spike down. I'll have to have a look. But what I was initially thinking is... yeah, that makes sense. That's much better actually. Guess you should then technically do this. So... alright, we're back, okay. So... go back to the flower. So as I was saying... let's just see if there's any other options. Yeah. This could also be ABC, like this. Let's just have a look. That's actually possible. Let me remove these quickly. Which will make it truncated C wave, meaning it'd start here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I like that because that does look like a kind of expanded flat in there. So that'd be a... so this is a regular zigzag correction. We have 1 down into here, 2 into here, 3 and here probably, 4 here, and 5 here. Now, how can we incorporate this spike? We could probably say this is 1, 5 could then end here, because we could say this is all an ending diagonal. I see wave 1 and 4 still don't overlap, so that would work. We say this is an ending diagonal for 5 of wave 3. Like this. Change the color of these. And then, let me just check if I'm still recording. Yep, I am. Okay. And then wave 5 into here. Now, what would that mean on a bigger time frame? That would basically, it's starting to get a bit messy now, but that would basically mean this from here, so this would mean this is all A, B, C. So this is good. So that would mean this is actually all a double combo kind of thing, because this triple zigzag here would be W, just simple 3 wave X up to Y down into here, and that would be the entire correction of this part here. Let me do that. Actually, let's change that to... okay. So now I could start counting this up here as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 into here, sorry. That would make sense with the gap, because gaps usually happen in wave 3s, in wave 3. This then could just be... I just want to see this ratio, sorry. Oh, it's perfect. When you get ABC patterns like this, um, like they're just so easy to trade because you kind of make this like a channel flag pattern. I would just personally enter. Let's have a look here. Look at that. Like this is just perfect. 100% here. That would mean wave C equals wave A. Sorry, it'd be a short position. So I'd enter around 100%. Stop. You could put it where you want. Some people, like a lot of people, recommend to put it above wave. Basically, start of wave A. However, sometimes I put mine a bit closer because it's likely that this won't retrace the entire way. If this was wave 5, wave B doesn't usually retrace well, it kind of never really retraces wave A if wave A is 5 waves. So I normally put mine normally a bit tighter, normally around the 886 of wave A. So this would be really tight. And then targets where wave just I always take targets just before, and that's basic forex knowledge. But normally probably take around there. Should actually give you a 1 to 11 risk reward. That would have been a great trade. To trade the C wave correction. But yeah, let's just label this as ABC then. Green. Okay. Now this does look like quite a typical wave 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's going to be a lot of wave subdivisions inside here, but basically we can say this is wave 1, it's wave 2. We put the rest here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so it could actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's do this instead. That makes more sense, because then this would be wave 4. 5 probably ended there. No, I've done it again. Wave 5 probably ended there. And that gave just a simple ABC correction. Now here, if we're saying this is a wave 1 up, now this, I don't want to label this as wave 2, and then this wave 3, and then 4, 5, whatever. The problem I have with that, is I don't like it when you get an impulse wave on a lower degree. So say this is the main one here, but when this one is kind of looks like it could be in this one's degree as well, like this, that doesn't really look right. And like I said, I like a kind of sense of proportionality. Sometimes it doesn't really happen. Wave 2 here was 4 bars. Wave 3 here was so it's 7 bars. Okay, it just looks a lot bigger, but that's fine. So yeah, I probably this isn't gonna be the end of the correction for this wave 1 up here because of that reason. So this is either going to be a flat or triangle, probably a flat. Now looking at, I think, okay, yeah, this looks like a good trade setup. I think this is going to impulse down. Probably to here. as a maximum. You'd have to, of course you don't, especially with flats, right? When you have first 3 waves complete, because we can see this is 3 waves here. This is possibly something like this for 3 waves. This looks like a regular flat, so with regular flats they usually terminate around here, but a lot of books do say 161.8% of this move here, which will put it there. But yeah, with flats, usually the best way to do it is to actually just go down, drop to 1 hour, maybe even 15-minute chart, and just literally count the sub waves within this wave here. So let me get the ABC here. So we're calling this ABC here. Let me just change. Probably actually no, let's not do that. And this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up into here. And then actually this could be into here. Oh yeah, this is an, oh okay, here it is. So see with an this is a flat here, actually, an expanded flat, because here's 3 down, 3 up, and then a strong 5 down. And as you can see, like, it doesn't, does it reach 618? No, it kind of stops before. I guess you could say it does if you draw a box and it would be near it, but what I think the best way to do it is literally just to go down to 5-minute chart and just count the subwaves down into it. So this looks some kind of funky wave 5 into here, which would make that, actually not wave 5, sorry, wait, this has to be 3 waves if it's going to be a flat. I was going to say, because that doesn't look like 5 into there, so I'm going to have to call that 3. So if we're saying, because what I meant is this wave 4 here, this doesn't look like an impulse at all, so my original was correct, which was like this. But I'm still gonna have to deal with that weird impulse here. Actually, what I could say, ending diagonal, expanding ending diagonal, which could be correct. Okay. But okay, let's just for now call this ABC. I'd have to go down to even lower time frame, and I'm already on the 1 hour, which I didn't really want to go to. Also, with lower time frames, you can allow some just be relaxed a bit on the rules. Not always. It's best not to, but sometimes you have to. But from there, this does look like it's going to impulse down into one of these zones here. But it is pretty much this kind of zone. But I don't like drawing big boxes, so I'm just going to keep in mind here 5 waves down. So overall I'm just going to make this blue so it stands out a bit more. And then this would actually mean wave one terminated. Say it terminated here. Wave 3 probably either go to 618 or 2618. A lot of wave 3s do go to 2618, but let's just call it 1618 for a safe target. Wave 4 would probably be quite a sharp reversal. Since this is flat, wave 4 is probably going to be sharp. And then some kind of wave 5 somewhere. On a larger time frame, that would then mean 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, something like this. Should take the euro quite big. Make the euro quite strong. Sorry. Not good. All right. But this could also still be some kind of, if we have a look here. Hold on, I think I've labelled this bit wrong. Hold on. This is 1. This is wave. Okay, yeah, sorry, I've labelled this wrong. 1, 2, 3. Okay. How about this? How about if we say, let's zoom in again. Because if we say wave 5 terminates up here, then that would make wave 3 here. Let's have a look. Okay. Let's just move that green block and make another one here. Let's check here. Okay, yep, I like this, I really like this. Okay, this is, if I just delete that. So this first 5 up here then made a perfect 61.8 retracement of that move, followed by wave 3. I don't think wave 3 is actually going to have best proportions, but let's just take a look anyway. Oh, now that's perfect actually. Wave 3 then makes a perfect 1618 extension after making a 61.8 retracement. So we can now expect a 38.2% retracement for wave 4 before, after that, then making, if it does come to a 38.2, not again, then making a wave 1 equals wave 5 move up into here. But I'll have to adjust that if wave 4 ends in a different part. However, the way it's all fitting now is just amazing, to be honest. It's pretty incredible. If you can spot these things beforehand, you can make a lot of money. Yeah, I do like that. So, if we say, I'm just going to do some more cleaning up here, just find out where everything ends. However, it does look like wave Y ends here, or I mean, this is probably going to be some kind of triple complex correction or double complex correction. I don't know. We'll have to see, to be honest. But if this is the low here, and then this is either the start of the next wave or then another, this could also be a B, C. Bear that in mind, because this is 5 here, this is 3 here, and then this could turn into 5, which would have already ended here, but yeah, this could happen. This could just be an ABC like this, with a, I don't know how big the extension would be. Wait, I'm hold on. Yeah, so the way that 1618 worked perfectly, but this could just be a wave C up into here before even more correction, because like I mentioned at the start, this might not be enough correction compared to the impulse, but we'll have to find out. So I'm thinking lower first and then higher, much higher. If this does then terminate here, we can expect to see quite large down. People will probably think it's a trend. It could be. It's probably going to be quite sharp though. ABC into here before the move up, and that move up would be very strong, taking us at least up into here. However, we'll have to find out. But that's my take on it for now. I'm going to do some more cleaning up and then I'll post this on the website later as a update from this. Leave a comment, tell me what you think, and I'll get back to you. Thank you.